Hey, what's up guys? Today I'll be doing a review of the Fortress Boxing Super Strap training gloves. So stay tuned.
Uber up the styles like miles and shit. Like 60s funky worms with waves and perms. Just sending junkie
Hey, what's up guys? Carlo here, and today I'll be doing a review of the Fortress Boxing Super Strap training gloves. As you can see here, I got mine in the sky blue, silver, and white color scheme. They only come in lace-ups and between 10 to 16 ounces. They also make this in a green and gold color scheme, I believe, which kind of looks like the WBC belt color scheme, as well as white. I believe they also have a red, and you can check out their website. They also do custom orders for custom colors as well. If you're unfamiliar with Fortress Boxing, they're a fairly new company that's based out of the UK, and I recently had done a review on some of their fast wraps that they invented, which is basically a quicker way and a more protective way on putting on some hand wraps. Obviously, I'm not going to go into detail. You can watch the other video if you're interested in those. But Fortress Boxing has now came out with their own boxing glove. They also have their headgear and groin protector as well as some other quality products again you can check out on their website. So let's go over the 5 things. First is going to be the glove design. As you can see, this glove is about a medium to larger profile glove. I believe these gloves are made in Pakistan. I did not talk to Fortress about where they're made, but based on the leather quality and just looking at the overall profile of the glove, these are very reminiscent of the early edition of those top boxer gloves. I did a review on years ago. They look almost identical to those top boxer gloves in terms of the cut of the glove, the shape of the foam over the fist, just the thumb placement, and the kind of leather they use. Very nice high quality cowhide leather. You can see design wise, it's a very attractive looking glove. I think that the Fortress Boxing screen printed logo looks really great on the back. It's not too loud. The graphics are really clean, but they look really good. I like the color with the sky blue. You know, others would call it baby blue. It looks really sharp. The leather quality is really nice. You can see that it has a really nice thick hide. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels really nice and high end. And then right here is the Super Strap technology, which you can see is placed about halfway up the wrist. So if you're looking at it, the strap basically goes right across here on your wrist to give you that extra coverage. Now typically gloves that are Velcro strap gloves, when you tie them on, the Velcro basically locks in right about here. So you still have some flexibility with your hand and your wrist. So if you were to make contact, whatever surface you're hitting, and you hit it at the wrong position or spot, and you're putting a lot of power into it, you could definitely tweak your hand and cause an injury that will last a long time, especially if you're constantly boxing and not allowing it to heal. So basically what the super strap is just an extra Velcro strap that's been that's basically been sewn onto the side of the glove there. And once you tie your, or should I say lace up your gloves, this strap goes across and it gives you that extra support right across this hand, so it feels a lot more rigid. So I definitely like the feature. It's really no frills. It doesn't, it doesn't look too crazy. It doesn't have any crazy X patterns or any kind of harnesses or hooks or anything like that. It's just one strap that they decided to add on here. Now you cannot use this strap in the absence of the laces. You still need to use the laces. So with me, if I don't have somebody to tie these up for me, I'm still using my lacing loops to lace these gloves up. So you cannot just take these laces out and use the strap by itself. That's just not enough support on its own. You still have to use the laces. So as you can see here, it has that super strap that goes across with the Fortress Boxing logo on that. And then it has that silver color scheme. It's not a metallic silver. It's kind of, I should have said gray to begin with. It looks more gray. It does have somewhat of a shine to it, but it's not like a super shiny silver color. The white looks really good on the palm side, and then again it has a satin poly blended inside liner to give you some nice comfort. So overall, it's a really cool looking glove, really nice high quality. Everything about it looks really nice. Now the quality of the glove again is really nice. I've been using this for about a month now. You can see that the overall stitching and the quality is really good. There's no bumps on the foam that is popped out yet. You can see the punching surface there looks really good. Again, the leather looks really nice. You can see that the edges of the glove where the stitching is done is all nice, high quality. The piping around the wrist looks really good. The triple cuff design is really nice. It adds about, I'd say, a ½ inch layer of padding on the back of the wrist. On the front side right here, you have about a ¼ inch of padding, again, to splint your wrist right here. The super strap is made of leather as well. High quality Velcro right there. So you have that Velcro strap that's sewn in here. I would have liked to see a little bit of extra reinforcement right here. I could definitely see over time this might rip off if you keep pulling on this and tightening that up. So maybe an extra flap of leather would have been nice to see right here to really reinforce this strap, seeing that this is pretty much the main feature of this glove. So if you were to remove this super strap, you essentially just have yourself a standard lace-up boxing glove. So again, some extra reinforcement there would be nice to see. You can see the palm side stitching looks really good, double stitched throughout. There is no ventilated holes on the palm. Again, that's something I would like to see added just to give you some extra ventilation. You have a standardized grip bar right there, as well as a leather attached thumb. That looks really good. But overall, the quality is really, really nice. I was really impressed when I pulled these out of the box and saw them for the first time. So comfort of the glove is great. Put these gloves on. My first impression is that they're very plush. They're soft. When you put your hand in here, the hand compartment's really nice and plush. It feels soft on the inside. It feels really broken in. It doesn't feel like you really have much of a break-in period at all. When I use these gloves, you can put them your hand right in and just get to work, which I like. I'm a really big fan of broken in gloves. The thumb placement on these are really nice. You don't feel like they're awkward at all. It has a nice parallel position to your fist. I don't feel like my finger jams at the top. The inside liner, again, is nice and soft. I feel like my hand is nice and comfortable. Fingertips in a nice spot as well. I don't feel like it's too far in. It's deep enough to where you can curl your hand over and make a good fist. Not too wide or not too small. And then the width of the glove is really good as well. You don't feel like it's too big. So for people with different hand sizes, I think this is a good medium-sized glove that can definitely fit pretty much everybody. So I definitely like the size of it. The super strap feels comfortable as well. I like, again, how it ties your hand in right here at this upper part of the hinge of where your wrist hinges at. So it gives you that extra support, especially if you had a hand injury that's lingering and you just need some extra support here. This is basically what a lot of boxers do when they tape their gloves off. So if you ever see some of the pro fighters getting ready for a fight and they're getting into some sparring or they're in training, a lot of times they'll get tape and they'll tape up their gloves to give them that extra support, as well as to keep the laces from coming undone. This basically mimics that with this super strap right here. It just basically goes around and mimics you having tape wrapped around your wrist without having to use tape. It's just adds that convenience factor to that. So comfort of the glove is fantastic. One thing I'd like to mention also with these gloves is that they're made to use in conjunction with their fast wraps. So if you were to get their fast wraps, the hand compartment is definitely large enough to where when you put your hand in these gloves, and broken in enough to where you don't feel like your hands are getting sore because the fast wraps are too bulky and the inside of the compartment is too restrictive. So I like the fact that they made them to work together rather than separate of each other. So you can use your fast wrap with these gloves as they're intended to be and give yourself that extra layer of protection. So now protection and performance of these gloves are fantastic as well. One thing I like to use is they use a dual layer foam. Now when you're using these with the memory foam on those fast wraps, you're basically giving yourself 4 layers of protection. But again, a firmer outside layer of foam right here. It's, you know, about medium firm density. It's not too firm. It's not like some of the bag gloves where you have a really stiff layer of foam right here. I'd say it's medium density, so it's really good for both bag work and using for sparring. You definitely won't have to worry about you know, really beating up on your sparring partner, because the foam here is really good, protective as well. And the overall, just the look and feel of it, I love the way it feels. The protection as far as the feedback on the heavy bag is really good too. I use these on the heavy bag, and I didn't feel that my knuckles would break through, or I wouldn't have any soreness on my fingers, or should I say on my knuckles or my wrist, especially using the super strap. I felt using the super strap added that little extra support I needed, so I could really put a lot of power into my shots and not feel any discomfort. So I definitely like the super strap as well as the knuckle protection on these. One thing that I felt it was lacking a little bit was the pop on the heavy bag. It didn't give me as much pop as some of my other gloves, like the Rival RB10, or even those Fighting Sport Furies. What's some other gloves that I was using? Oh, the Infinitude Harriers. I felt those gave me a little bit better feedback than these gloves. But these gloves definitely offer a great layer of protection. So feedback is something I'd probably like to see improve on these gloves a little bit more. But overall, they're really nice gloves. Now, cost-wise, these gloves are 129 British pounds, which is about 163 US dollars. It's a little bit on the high side, but again, you're getting a glove that gives you a lot of extra support, especially around the wrist area, and it's something that no other company is currently doing. Now, granted, you can get yourself some tape and just have somebody tape up your wrist every single time. But again, this is a really nice, high-quality glove. They are made in Pakistan. I believe that they're extremely similar to the top boxer glove, so take it for what it is. But again, 163 US dollars. Depending on where you live, you obviously want to do a currency conversion to see how much it would cost for you. But overall, a really nice looking glove. I definitely like the super strap technology. I like the color scheme, and I think they really made a nice product. So hope you have any questions or comments, make sure you guys leave them down below in the comments box. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find these super strap gloves. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.